Very well, Ambassador. The accused may now present their witnesses.
May I? I have a brief opening speech with some cutting barbs prepared, but if you'd rather be found innocent as quickly as possible...
As long as you are sure to consult me before any witness is brought into court.
Of course, of course. Well, now that you've told me, that is.
Is the counsel of the accused prepared to give his statement?
Thank you, Reverend Judge, Lord Nasher, and fine people of Neverwinter. These allegations are a farce, my lord. I mean to show you the innocence of this man, a squire of Neverwinter, and the falsehood of the accusations against him. The evidence of the ambassador from Luskan is a transparent, ill-conceived ploy to destroy the life of one of Neverwinter's loyal servants.
The accused has only been a squire for a short time, conveniently promoted after the massacre of the people of Ember. Perhaps as a reward?
Ambassador, you have had your say. Now it is time for the accused to speak. And as for you, Sand, I would refrain from such accusations without first presenting proof.
My lord, the difference is, in my statements can be found the truth. I was going to call Callum of the Neverwinter 9, the commander you met in Old Owl Well after the victory there. His voice carries a great deal of weight.
Yeah, we were there for questionable reasons, but nonetheless, certainly call him forward.
For our first witness, I summon Callum of Neverwinter 9, fresh from his victory over the vicious orc tribes in Old Owl Well. Lord Callum, none can doubt your service and loyalty to Neverwinter, your successful defense of our sovereign lands. You have met the accused before, have you not?
He was a great help to me in defeating the orc bands at Old Owl Well in earlier months. Were it not for his assistance, the well would now be held by the orcs. The soldiers of Neverwinter and the realm itself owe a deep debt of gratitude to him, and it is a travesty that these foul charges have been levied against him.
Thank you, Lord Callum. We are ever grateful to hear the words of one of the 9.
As are the people of Luskan. Tell me, Lord Callum, you say you met the accused in Old Owl Well, did you not?
I did.
Yet, the accused was not a member of the Neverwinter forces at the time. Why was the accused there?
Let's still go with the intimidate. This line of questioning is irrelevant. If Luskan is angry with a Neverwinter victory, then it is no concern of this court.
Luskan cares nothing for Neverwinter's victories, and a sad battle over the orc tribes is not what this is about.
Ambassador, many good men and women were lost at Old Owl Well, and it was not an easily won victory. I would be careful with your slander. As I have said, these charges against the accused do not sit well with me. I have seen this soldier fight for Neverwinter at great cost, and to see any good person brought to this court on suspicious charges angers me.
Very well. Then one last question for you, if I may. Lord Callum, I have heard you express that the charges in this court are a travesty, and that they are unwarranted.
That is true. I feel the charges are unfounded.
Is it because they are given by Luskan?
Luskan has much to gain by casting down heroes of Neverwinter. Do I trust that Luskan brings such charges in good faith? I do not. Nor do I trust your motives, Ambassador. There is a reason that low justice and high justice were divided by the Luskan-Neverwinter Treaty, and I do not believe that any Luskan court or advocate has justice on their mind.
But you do know that the voice of the accused's counsel is from Luskan, do you not? From the ranks of the Hosthour of the Arcane, before he fled?
That banshee!
Ouch.
No, I did not.
Are you saying that anyone from Luskan should never be trusted? If so, you kill your own case, Ambassador.
I agree. This matter concerns Ember, and whether the accused, who has sacrificed for Neverwinter on many occasions, merits such accusations. The origin of such charges or slander on the counsel of the accused has no bearing on the crime itself. I misspoke, but your behavior here, Ambassador, only grants support to my words. If there's nothing else, I think we've all wasted enough time here.
I thank Lord Callum for his time, Reverend Judge. My questions have been answered to my satisfaction.
I see Naya, the herbalist we helped in port last. I was thinking about bringing her to the stand. She could be good for our defense.
I agree, let's call her forward.
The accused calls Naya, resident of Port Last. Naya, you encountered the accused in Port Last, did you not?
That's correct. I remember the accused well.
Well met again, yeah, Naya.
And well met to you. It is good to see your face again.
Could you tell us what happened?
I have been at Port Last for the past season to help fortify the town's defense. Though my duties occupied all of my time, I was concerned about the unburied bodies in Ember. I knew from a former acquaintance, a follower of Callum, that after dying such violent deaths, it was possible they could arise as undead. But I could not see to them and could not convince anyone to help until the good squire came.
Well, it's the least I could do to help, considering how much you were doing.
The squire agreed to put the dead to eternal rest.
To hide the evidence, perhaps? This is meaningless.
To hide the evidence? Ambassador, the entire town was murdered. Hiding the bodies in graves isn't going to make the crime go away.
Yes, it is a wonder that Naya was not killed as well.
Actually, Ambassador, the accused and those he traveled with had every opportunity to kill me, and easily if they had chosen to do so. That too convinced me of the good nature of the accused. The true killer of Ember would have no doubt murdered me as well for attempting to interfere there, especially if I had uncovered any clues while attempting to bury the bodies.
Yes, such speculation is indeed of interest. To those less gullible than those of this court, I think. Now, are you done attempting to hold off a verdict? Or are you ready at last to face justice?
No, at least one more witness, I think, and we shall close the curtain on this stage. Chandra, please come forward.
Sand, no!
Poor Chandra. Please, if you can help, do it.
No! No, look, I can't. Torio already tore me limb from limb. Don't make me go up there again.
Okay, she doesn't want to. If you make her speak, I'll cut you from throat to groin, Sand. No offense.
Well, that puts something of a blanket on my plans. How about we just skip Chandra's testimony for the time being?
Well, duh. Yeah, forget it. Let's call for a verdict.
Oh, forget it then. I don't know why I bother fighting for your cause at all if you're willing to give up as soon as a hard choice needs to be made.
The parties have spoken. Now all that remains is judgment to be passed. Lord Nasher.
I expect Lord Nasher has already come to the correct decision.
I certainly hope so. It's evident this was a conspiracy to frame a loyal squire of Neverwinter as a criminal of the worst sort.
Silence, Sand. I have heard enough from you, and from you, Torio. And it is enough for me to reach a decision. The case before me was a difficult one. But it seems we now know the identity of Ember's attackers. Naval, I want the Ambassador, her retinue, and any remaining members of the Arcane Brotherhood of Luskan outside the city gates by nightfall.
Yes.
What? This is no verdict. To think the Brotherhood truly responsible.
You brought this case before me. Now you debate my verdict? I would be careful of where you point a sword when you draw it, Ambassador. And remind your masters in Luskan of that as well. I think we've wasted enough time on this. Justice has been done, and...
I claim the right of trial by combat.
Ambassador, I am tired of your games, and I will indulge you no longer.
In a matter of such importance, you would deny me my sacred right of appeal? Can Lord Nasher do that, Reverend Judge? Can he put himself above our god tier in this matter?
He cannot. The ambassador from Luskan is entitled to an appeal as she describes.
You're kidding.
Gods, I was hoping she didn't know about it.
And who will fight for you, Torio? This is no battle with words, though I would like to see you try to match your wit against the blade of a true soldier of Neverwinter.
Indeed, you are correct, Sir Naval. Luskan is not the aggressor here, and I only wish to see justice done. But I cannot defend myself and seek justice in this matter. Is there not one who will champion the people of Ember?
I will. I have listened to these lies and will answer them with my blade in Luskin's name.
A champion has been declared. Both the defender and the accused are required by law to report to the Temple of Justice in Neverwinter, to undergo the rite of Tyr, to cleanse themselves in a night of prayer and vigilance. The following morning, the champions shall meet in combat so that justice may be decided.
So be it. After the rite is observed, the trial shall be held in the morning upon the tourney grounds. Arm yourself and be ready, squire, or choose a champion to fight for you. Because, by the gods, we have not come all this way for justice to be denied in this final hour.
So, it seems this will be decided with blood. If that is what it takes to win the day, then that is what we must do. When you are prepared, go to the Hall of Justice and speak with Prior Ham to start the rite of Tyr.
Okay then. No, I actually think I removed the hat from Lord myself. Not entirely sure though. Well, anyway, let's put it back. Thank you. Oh boy. This will be fun. Probably. I wonder if we should go back to the flagon and talk with our companions a bit before we move to this trial by blood. Anyway, let's save. And let's check the journal as well. Church of Tyr. Yeah, it's the one in Merchant District. Trade District. I can't even remember the name anymore. I guess there's not much to do but to go there. Well, flagon first, but yeah, Merchant Quarter, that's what it was called. Okay then, and the question is, of course, will Lord fight or will someone else fight for him? I don't think Chandra would go to such lengths. Nishka's armor class isn't exactly top class. But I wonder if Lord can survive the fight. Oh, we can always try and get some spell scrolls for buffing him up that he can use. Well, try to use. There's always the chance of failure there. Okay then.
Yes?
Well, I'd like to know more about what Torio said about you at the trial.
There Was a time I dwelled amongst the towers of Luskin, yes? For anyone interested in arcane knowledge, the Masters of the Towers have an impressive collection of artifacts. But simply being in their employ is not enough. And the things requested can even make the greatest of artifacts pale by comparison. And one day I simply could not continue to do what I did. The smallest refusal, and one is marked for death. So I came here, sought protection in Neverwinter. I moved my shop down here in the docks in the hopes of avoiding notice.
Wait. Well, what do you know of Black Garius?
Garius, yes, ambitious, driven. Yet, I find it strange he would be Luskin's ally in this. Luskin seems so short-sighted. And Garius's horizon is broad indeed, and he was never one to put the city's concerns first, nor were any of the mages of the host tower.
I had other questions.
Very well. What answers do you seek?
Yes, that was it. Never mind. Farewell. Okay, then Chandra.
What? Did I do something wrong?
Are you sure you're alright? You look a little lost again.
Look, I'm sorry I got mad before. It's just that sometimes I don't think you understand being a farmer out in the middle of nowhere and what that means. Or growing up alone.
Okay, the subtitle wasn't exactly correct. I think I might understand more than you think.
What do you mean?
I did grow up in a small community, not many friends, and with a father that might as well have been dead.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm betting you grew up in a huge city somewhere, probably north of here, like Waterdeep. Anyway, I didn't mean to get angry before. There wasn't any call for it.
Water under the bridge. Let's move on.
Alright then. Fresh start. Still, I'm sorry, but thanks for not lording it over me.
Meing it over you. I had some questions for you.
Alright. Go on and ask.
Okay. Okay, let's keep moving. I think we will have to talk with our companions after this trial mess has finally ended. I think that'll be the smartest thing to do. Oh yeah. What to do with sand? I guess we can still bring him with us. Not sure if we have to anymore, but yeah. Well, at least he isn't forced in the party. But on the other hand, Kelgar always loves a good brawl. He would actually pretty much probably be willing to fight for Lord.